Hi all, Autistic Diary. So, I done a little TikTok video about masking. So, masking is really just trying to fit into social circumstances like school, work, kind of shopping, interacting with your neighbours, stuff like that, and that can really lead to a burnout. I know I've done it all my life, and you're just finding out, that I'm autistic. Hair is so thick. So also, I like to touch upon three main things, or a few main things about autism and the key points of autism. Someone asked me, sorry about that. Someone asked me, when did I learn to speak? Now, I think my speech was normal. It was quick. I don't remember having speech therapy. But one of the symptoms of autism that people miss is, well, if you're missing your milestones, so you're talking, you're walking, stuff like that when you're young. Now, I remember back in 2017, my mother told my wife, I think it was 2017, early 2017, that I had learned to walk. I think she said 18 months or 24 months, but I'm 100% sure my mother had said that I walked late to my wife. We was in IKEA, actually, in Thurrock, when she said that. I had meatballs. So that's how I remember that, that's how I associate that. So that's one of the main things that you can identify if a child has autism, is milestones. If they're late, talking, walking. What's another one? Obviously, interactions with children of that age is quite a big thing. I was just trying to think about a memory. As a child, so what other things that you could talk about with key things? I mean, all the key things can be found on the NHS website. I'm assuming that it's on the NHS website. People, I feel that people, I mean, everyone thinks that, oh yeah, autistic children, they don't like loud noises, they don't make eye contact, they don't have a sense of humour. I know I have a friend who's also autistic. He was diagnosed young. I went to college with him, and he's the most funniest person I've ever met in my life. and he occasionally makes eye contact, and he does things with his hands like I'm doing now. I mean, I haven't really noticed his autistic behaviour, but as a kid, I remember I hated loud noises, children screaming, and I still do to this day. On planes, buses, especially teenagers on buses. I normally get my hair cut on the 11th of each of every other month or every 2 months, and it's always at 2:30 p.m. And I either take the bus depending on my mood and the weather, or I walk. 9 out of 10 times I walk because of that. Teenagers just being loud, to the point where I can hear them via my headphones, through my headphones instead of via. Wrong type of word to use. But what I've noticed recently is that slight changes in temperature as well. And I did another TikTok video and I posted up on here about sensitivity, autistic sensitivity, and it's not just about loud noises. Like right now, this light is really hurting my eyes. I mean, I know as a teenager I was kept me curtains closed day and night, summer, winter, and I did that up until I was 23. I haven't got any curtains in my current place, which is annoying. But I know where my wife and children live, they've got curtains, and I like to, I'm just drawn to it. I'm drawn to it, and I just shut them. As soon as my wife opens them, she walks out the room. I wait till she walks out the room, and I'll shut them because I don't like it, and I don't like lights being on. Have you noticed I've only got the ring light on, and it's not about saving money or using the light when I'm in the room. I just don't like it. The only time I have a light on is when I'm actually eating or I'm doing these videos. I actually do enjoy this light, this ring light actually. I mean, I can change the settings, but I just done a TikTok before this video and I turned it right up just to maximise it, and it was a bit uncomfortable. Going back to masking, most of my videos, it is masking. It is masking. If I'm honest with you, I think it's masking. Yeah, it's definitely a masking thing, TikTok, and it's a survival strategy, really. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been approaching me about these videos that I do on YouTube, on TikTok, and they subscribe, which is nice. I'd just like to give a big shout out to the people who just subscribed, whether it's via my TikTok videos, watching my TikTok videos, my music TikTok videos, or my TikTok videos of autism. I know that support is amazing, you know, and people keep asking me loads of questions, and, you know, I've done little to no research about my autism diagnosis and my autism and my autistic ways. It's purely down to my own experiences, and how I'm navigating the neurotypical world, because, you know, poor communication, that was the other key key thing to look out for. A little story. When I was going to a barber's, and this guy used to shave the sides of my hair to like a skin fade, and I used to rock the top knot, and I've been rocking it for about 4 or 5 years and trimming them down. And I walk in and I have the same thing. I used to have the same thing. The Turkish barbers, before I started going back to my normal salon, I used to go to this Scottish Turkish guy, and it was one guy, and I had him for 5 years, and I'm very funny with people touching my hair. There's 2 people that can touch my hair, and they work in 2 different salons. And the Scottish Turkish salon used to like give me a sweet sick fade, and I used to have that for the last 5 years. Ozzy, his name is Ozzy, always used to cut my hair, and I used to say to him, I want a sick skin fade. Every time, nothing changed. The length never changed on how it got shaved. It was just the same principle, and a little bit of snip off at the ends of the dead ends. For 5 years I've been going to him. Lovely bloke, you know, can't knock him, you know, done a brilliant job. And I went to see him the other day. I ain't seen him in about a year probably. Popped my head in town, said, "Oh, hello mate, how you doing?" and this and that. Because I grew out the sides, and I've been going to Mardell's salon to get my hair cut by Mark. I've known Mark for 10 years, and he gives me an undercut, but that's also a skin fade that grows out in a way. But yeah, poor communication is a key, and I've always struggled with communication, I think, talking, because the amount of times I've ordered something like, say, McDonald's, and I've got it wrong because I communicated it wrong, because of my poor communication, and it's not because of lack of education or a cultural thing. It's because what I'm trying to convey, I know how I want it, I know the other people can do it, but the way I'm saying it is wrong, you know. But I know what I exactly want down to the T, you know. Can't wait to get my hair cut. Yeah, I know exactly what I want. What else? This is a very unscripted Autistic Diary. But no, I mean, if you've got any questions for me, drop me a message on Facebook, leave a comment, I really do enjoy doing these autistic diaries just to enlighten everyone, you know. There are things I do want to discuss, that I do want to say in the autistic diary, but I don't know whether it is ethical for me to even convey them on YouTube. It's nothing offensive, derogatory, it's none of that. It's just I can't determine whether if it's the right time to put it up, or if it's in a way the correct thing to do. So I might give it a few days again and see if I deem it worthy enough to go on YouTube, because obviously I mean it's still a bit raw, it's still a bit personal. I mean, I personally don't mind talking about it, but it involves other people. I mean, it's like it's not like bad. Like, I'm not trying to make it like sound really bad, but it's not good either. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, it's not horrendous. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, well, we'll see anyway what happens, what goes on. Well, hope you have a good one, and see you soon. Bye.